Hello everyone, welcome to November 2018 readings. These are general readings and I'm gonna upload them in a few days, I think, from now. I will start today with Scorpio and then successively sign by sign they're gonna be uploaded here on the channel. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for your time and attention and all the comments that you post and generally everything you're bringing. I love the energy of people participating in the channel. I thank you very much for being here with me and for supporting me and sending the energies. Everything flows, everything is given and taken, and nothing is lost, I feel. I think about expanding a channel. Many of you tell me that I should use my voice in many different ways, in guided meditations and affirmations, and right now I am preparing the texts for it, and I started to record this. And I wonder if you like it here on the channel, or should I create another channel and put it out there? Please let me know in the comments if you are interested, and what do you think about the idea itself. Should it be here or somewhere else? All right. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all. Just one quick reminder about the readings. Always remember that I or anybody else, we don't have the power over your life. Nobody has it. Only you have it. So don't give up this power to anyone or anything. These are only readings. Readings are showing energies, and energies are here to work with. So nothing is set in stone here. You can create your life, you can create or co-create your future together with the source, together with universal energy. As far as the astrological aspects are concerned, I always recommend to watch your sun and ascendant, so your sun and your rising sign. I think these are the most important positions, but you still have moon, and you also have three personal planets, which is Mercury, Venus and Mars. And if you want, and if you have time, you can also pay attention to these, because then I think the picture is fuller, is more comprehensive if you take all those personal planets into consideration. So, to sum up, again, thank you very much, and I'm happy that you're here, and let's start the readings. See you in the reading for your sign. Bye-bye. Hello, dear Libra. You are the last to have a reading this month, and I know I'm late into the month, very late. But, well, that's how life is sometimes. So let's assume that this reading is for the remainder of November. For those of you who have strong Libra in their horoscope, which means usually the sun, the ascendant, the moon. You can also have personal planets in this sign, like Mars, Venus, and Mercury. It's always good to check it. All right, remember this reading is about energies and not about the future, because the future is not written in stone, so it can change. We can work with energies, and that's why I'm doing these readings. So, I wouldn't say it's the easiest reading I've seen. Starting from the very beginning, you have the Three of Swords, indicating you during this time. And why doesn't it want to focus? I don't know. Doesn't want to focus no matter what I do. Hello. Moment. Okay, I hope it's gonna work now. Yeah, now it works. Good. So we have Three of Swords, which is a recognition card. It means that, you see, your heart isn't bleeding, perhaps because it was frozen. The snow is falling on this card, and the wolf is howling, and generally there is winter, but there is also the source of light here and the source of fire, which is starting to warm up the heart that has been frozen for so many, I don't know, days, weeks, months, or maybe even years. Three of Swords is less about pain and more about suffering. And there is a huge difference between the two, because the pain happens. It's natural. It's just a feeling, while suffering is a choice to stay in the pain. So perhaps you wouldn't like, you didn't like the pain. You didn't want to feel it, and that's why your heart was frozen. But those Three Swords were still sticking in it, and it didn't let the heart to heal. It didn't let your heart heal. So you need to remove them, no matter how difficult and painful it is, in order for your heart to be alive again and to beat again. All right? So that's the situation. It's not an easy one, I have to say. It's not a pleasant energy, but it's potentially very healing and groundbreaking. Your current situation is the Hermit. And Hermit is the keeper of inner light, the one who has found it and who protects it from external circumstances. So once you find the light within you, you know that it's there. What strikes me in this card, for the first thing is that it's quite dark, and the second one is that he lost 2 of his keys. So it's like, in a way, you don't have keys to some doors, and the general feeling, the general vibe I have here in this reading is that you're trying to go through some doors, but they are closed, and you cannot open them. And you knock and you knock and you knock, and nobody's answering, nobody's opening these doors. And it's not up to you to open them because you don't have the keys. Perhaps you're still under the influence of great change, of some great transformation. We see here in the past influences, we have death, which is a very harsh card in this deck. It's not about, caterpillar and the butterfly and a beautiful transition. It's all about death and the ending and despair and terrible things and skeletons. So something is absolutely removed in order for something to become and to start anew. But this is the state of death. This is the state of absolute desolation and terror and horror, and something really nasty probably for you happened in the past and has ended in a more or less abrupt way. And I think it's still influencing this energy, this triangle here, that you perhaps finally realize how much it influenced you, and you are still going on with your light, but you also feel that it really this death really put some visible mark on you. You were able to protect your light against it, but it changed you. And I feel that you would like this period to end, but it doesn't want to. It's still there, because this is the challenge position, the Wheel of Fortune. Change into a better. The Jupiter, which is the ruler, which is the planet associated with this card, has just moved into Sagittarius, which is its home. So it feels very well there, and it's a lucky planet and a lucky sign. But here you have this card in a challenge position, so perhaps still these doors are not open, are not opening, and you're still waiting there like a beggar, asking them to open because you want to leave something behind. You really need to open these doors in order to leave this behind and to heal yourself. It's not up to you. So you need to be humble in this situation. You need to also acknowledge that some things are not dependent on you. Some things depend on divine timing, and there's nothing you can do about it. Then, how to answer the challenge? We have the Strength card. So, in this particular deck, it's quite different. I usually interpret this card as a need to be one with your inner beast that resides in every one of us, and that is very often pushed away, pushed down. We don't want to admit that we also have the lion inside of us. And here it's shown how potent this pair, these two elements are when they come together, because she guides the beast, and the beast gives her the strength. But here it's even more complicated. We see a kind of an island on which there is a fire, and there's some kind of egg, and I think it's the egg of the dragon that is about to crack. But you need to maintain the fire on the island for it to crack. It needs to be fed all the way. And for some reason you cannot do it alone, you cannot do it by yourself, but you have this magical wand, you have this power to show other creatures how to do it. When you look what they are doing, they're taking those little sticks over the water, and they are feeding the fire with them. So I would say this strength requires you to be meticulous, to be very precise in whatever you're doing, and to realize that you have the power to influence others. Perhaps the others need to open this door for you. It's like in old tales that the main character, the protagonist, isn't able to do something by herself. For example, to divide sand from poppy seeds, but she asks ants to do it, and because she previously helped ants with something, they do it for her, and she manages to do something impossible, not by her own hands, but by the help of lesser, smaller creatures. And that's what I feel here, that this is the answer to this inability to open the doors. Perhaps you need to ask someone to sneak into the door, into the keyhole, and go through it and open the door from the other side. That's what I feel here. So you need to be not only meticulous, but also smart, wise, witty. and this will crack if you do it. This card here in your strength position, the Knight of Wands, is here to remind you that even if you cannot do some things because they are not dependent on you, you still have the area of competences where you can really work, where you can make wonders, where you can change things. Knight of Wands is a person, is an energy that works no matter what, no matter if it's a part of a long-term plan. It doesn't matter if it's planned or not. He just follows the passion and the need He just does what needs to be done in the moment, how he feels. And that's your strength. You don't need to you don't need to always worry whether it will lead you to the final or not. Just do things that seem proper and right and just, and you'll be okay. At the bottom of the deck you had the sun. So the sun is always shining, no matter how you feel now. Even if you don't see the sun because the sky is covered by clouds, it's always shining there, and it's also shining for you even in the dark hour that I see here. The dark hour of some kind of inability. Inability to move, inability to close the chapter. But you still need to do whatever you can do, because in the position of the focus, what should you focus on? You have the beautiful World card. So do what is accessible to you, you know? You don't have to destroy the door. You don't have to become God and move the wheel of life. What you need to do is to gather the sticks to make a fire. What you need to do is gather the mistletoe. I don't know why. These are tiny things that you can do, but you still need to do whatever you have to do and whatever you can do to close the chapter. That's your role. That's your position here. All right? And then finally, we have the last card, which may be the outcome or insight. And I think it's an insight. You have lots of major arcanas here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas. So when I pulled two of wands, the first thing I saw that is quite different from traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck is that this person is bound to those wands, and but still he has the ability to untie himself, but he's choosing not to do so because this bird is more important than his state of being unable to move. So there's something deliberate in this position, you know. But what's most important that I see here, I pulled 2 additional cards, and I have first King of Cups and then King of Swords, is the timing for me, because this is the card of Mars in Aries, so it's the beginning of the solar year, the beginning of spring, 2 of Wands. This is the end of Pisces for me. So it's early spring, which comes after the winter. So this time I would read this outcome as a very temporal sign, that whatever is closing here, it will close fully in the middle, in the beginning of spring, or at the end of winter, somewhere there in March, I think. I don't know what you're going through. Perhaps some of you know precisely what I'm talking about, and for some of you it doesn't resonate at all. But if it's a difficult process that you have no control about, no full control about, then know that it will take some more time to end. But what you need to do is to have faith and protect your inner light and know that it's always shining, and just wait for this massive wheels of fortune to turn. I also pulled an additional card for you from Angels and Ancestors Oracle Cards Guidebook. Oracle cards. And in the guidebook, I'm going to read what's in the guidebook. You have White Witch, which is a wonderful card, who tells you very plain to be the light. Be the light. Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. And it may sound very difficult in these circumstances. When you've been through a lot, you've been through a dark period, and something is beyond your control, something is beyond your reach here. But still you can choose to be the light. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. That's why I was talking about the choice here, to stay in this position. Focus, please. This card is too beautiful. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. So be the white witch, dear Libra. Be the goddess you are born to be. And I still wish you a wonderful month. I hope it's gonna be empowering to you, and you're gonna thrive as a result of it. I hope you enjoyed. You can give me a thumb up if you like. You can also subscribe to my channel, that I highly recommend. And yeah, thank you for your time and attention. And see you in the next reading. Bye bye.